Hi everybody, hope you're well. So I'm going to talk about EC lessons and missions just for the moment. So I'm just going to age this horse once here. So now that we have missions and lessons, missions allow an EC to collect resources, whether that's wood, iron or sand. And if you're offered a lesson instead, well, that's an opportunity for them to gain equus instead. And how much resource or equus is collected is based on the skills of the horse. So the higher skill the horse, the more resources it can basically collect, or the more equus it can collect. Now, if you have your horse in your own EC, if you have your horse in your own EC or somebody else is boarded in your EC and you have it set and they do a lesson, then your EC will get a little bit of equus based on that. And they will also, the person who did the lesson will also get some equus and their horse will gain skills. Now, if on the other hand it's a mission, whether that's to collect wood, sand or iron, your EC will get a resource. The player themselves who has their horse in the EC doesn't receive the resources, but they will receive equus anyway for entering the lesson. And that will be based off whatever your EC is. So if we just have a quick look at this, you see here, and we can see it's a 33 in earnings. So if we quickly click that, you can see that we gain 33 equus. So, and there also, as I said before, we gain the skills. So if you're skilling and you're worried that you're not going to get all their skills now because there's a mission instead of a lesson, don't worry, because you still will, whether it's a lesson or a mission. So you don't need to worry about that. So if I myself have decided to go with resources because I think at least I'm getting resources for my IC and the player is gaining equus regardless. Whereas I find whenever I was being given equus, I didn't feel like it was as good. But it depends what feels right for you. So really it depends what you want. You can set it. So if we just go into question center here, we go into missions. So for my one, I have it set that it doesn't do any lessons, but I could set it to 50-50 and by default it's set to 50-50. So you can gain, so it'll switch back and forth basically if you do that, whether it's you have it at 20-80 or 60-40 or whatever. And then you can actually see the stats. So you can see, I changed it earlier to equus, and you can see how many missions a certain horse did, how much equus was gained, and you can also see how much resources were gained. So you can see that generally the higher a horse is in skills, the more resources they gain. So this horse is higher in skills than this one. You can see that this one got 30 from a mission and this one got 26 resources. So the better skilled horses you have in your AC, the more resources they can gather you. So that's something else you might want to take in consideration. You might want to increase the skill limit. So if we just go into boarding here, you can do that. So right now I have a mine set at 0, but that's because I reserve my boxes. But you could set it to maybe 1,000 or whatever is suitable for your particular server. Because the better the horses in your AC, the better resources you're going to get. But make sure that if you're appealing to very, very high level horses, you're going to have a very high level EC, obviously, or at least a relatively good one. So those are some things to keep in mind. I will talk a bit more about lessons and missions in future, but this is just to give you a general overview just to get started with. It's taken me a while to sort of wrap my head around it. It hasn't been completely straightforward. Some bits have been, some bits haven't. So anyway guys, hope you have a lovely day and bye guys.